you need. I think we as a culture like and enjoy people to look up to, but in this case, not people, symbols. And I think Spider-Man is a symbol of protection and of heroism and courage when you are feeling shy, or strength when you're feeling weak, or agility when you're feeling clumsy. But what makes Spider-Man, I think, so great is that there's a kid on the inside, and we can really relate to that kid. And even though and even though that Spider-Man is this extraordinary creature and symbol, there's a relatable element that we all know and love and understand, and that's our access point into that extraordinary character.
How did you manage to balance the special effects with the more human aspects of the characters?
Well, all the visual effects emerge from story and character. You give this character at the beginning of the movie a set of abilities and a psyche and an emotional dimension, and then you try to make life as difficult as possible for that character. And you want it to learn lessons. And this movie, it's fun, it's vibrant, it's filled with action. But ultimately, all that spectacle emerges from Peter Parker learning a few things along the way. And that's really where all that sort of visual effects comes from.
How much freedom did you have in terms of storytelling? Or were there suits following you around?
We felt it was so liberating this time, because we weren't obliged to the origin story. We could tell a Spider-Man story that nobody's ever seen before, with characters that nobody has ever seen before, and that was a really rich and exciting experience. It was completely liberating, especially relative to the last film. I mean, you're getting to see enormous spectacle. I mean, what happens in Times Square, I think, is a pretty radical example of what that is. You've just never seen anything like it.
Why do you think the Academy don't recognize, in general, big blockbuster summer movies or like a Spider-Man?
I don't know. That's so far out of out of what we think about when we're making the movie. I mean, it's really what's important to us, or to me at least, is there's the fans, there's kids, there's families, there's these people, there's the audience out there, and feeling connected to the audience is really the thing that we care about. I mean, awards and box office and those things are kind of abstract, and they don't really come into play.
But they help, no? I mean, money helps.
I suppose that, yeah, sure, of course. And, the last movie people liked enough that we are incredibly fortunate enough to make another movie. So that feels really enriching. And of course, it is important. But I don't know. It's really, we don't really think about that. I think if you do think about it, it just starts turning into crap. You know what I mean? You got to care about these people, and your experience has to be an emotional one in order for the movie to have any resonance, I believe.
Why did you choose movie making as a way of storytelling?
I think when I was a kid, I wanted to be a fighter pilot, I wanted to be a poet, I wanted to be an archaeologist, but it was only after I saw those movies, whether it was Dead Poets Society or Indiana Jones or Top Gun, and then I realized the pattern was all about it was all about being inspired by movies. And I've been moved by movies a lot in my life. It's sort of a church for me in a way.